Welcome back, Renegades. I'm a little late to the party with this one, but new Ren. Money ties.
Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bit the pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that
It just never fails to impress, does he? You know, and to venture into different spaces. I mean, I know thematically, lyrically, this is a continuation of you know things that he said in the Money Game trilogy for a start. But I mean, I'm gonna start it again. Of course, I am. You know, but just musically, you know, those strings, like what's going on. I mean, I don't know if that's like a sample. Perhaps it's not. You know, with the recent troubles he had with the Cujo thing, but it's just beautiful, isn't it, man? It makes you feel something.
Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin.
It's like, I mean, the strings are like, it's like a Bond theme, isn't it? You know, or something. Has anybody listened to The Last Shadow Puppets? Something off both of their records, which I suppose, you know, all of those tunes could be Bond themes, and what just a great message, you know. I mean, lyrically, what can you unpack out of this? Just so much. I love it. I love it already. Third time.
Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
I mean, I would like to sit here and analyse, you know, all of those lyrics, but it's so concisely put, isn't it? That there's just really no need, you know. Yeah. It makes me think of like the hierarchy of needs, you know, which is like what, food, shelter, to begin with, you know. It's just something different from him again, isn't it, man? I want him to do a Bond theme tune now.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bit the pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that.
Yes. I mean, bars, truth, right? Truth. I love the black and whiteness as well. Truth, man, because Bill Hicks used to have a great bit about it, didn't he? You know, that, well, not even a bit, you know, he would end some of his sets with it, and Revelations maybe was the tour that he'd end it with, but he would say, you know, is there a message to any of this? It comes down to a choice, doesn't it? You know, pretty much everything, really. It's a choice between love and fear, or between love and hate. And the eyes of love, you know, I'm paraphrasing this terribly, probably, you know, but to you know, to be compassionate and inclusive and all that, you know, and the eyes of fear and hate, you know, they want you to put bigger locks on your doors, you know, and all that, man. But I am feeling a little overwhelmed, and I'm not sure exactly why, but this is just beautiful, isn't it?
Whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's...
Your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. It's so true, man. It's so true, isn't it? Just so true.
By the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, well, you die with a grin. Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money.
I love this callbacks there as well, you know, for the sick boy. It's class, man. And then and lyrically, of course, there's calls back to the other ones and stuff as well. But this is just beautiful.
Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Bren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul, and there'll be times you feel the cock.
Jesus, man. Just what a just an awesome message, man. And it's easy to forget, isn't it, these things, you know, as you move through life and as you face adversity, you know, and as the waters get muddied, you know, and all of that stuff, you know. So it's just gorgeous that we can be reminded of like he says, you know, we must not forget, you know, that we're human beings, you know, and love is sometimes not enough. It does appear that way sometimes, doesn't it? And all of this stuff is in, like, all of this, you know, I don't know what they would be called, like prophets, sages. These ideas, they're spoken about, you know, as far back as we have things recorded, you know, and even before that, you know, probably, and we view everything in stories, don't we? You know, life is a story. I think that's why song and film and art and theatre and all that are so attractive, you know, and the same message resonates through all of those things, really, in some form or another. I'm blown away by this, guys. Like, this is like... I don't know why. It's giving me, like... Perhaps it's the black and white video, but I think it's the feel of the song as well, man. It's like... This is like a Drugs Don't Work or something like that. I mean, it's completely different, isn't it? But it's just somewhere else that he's took it, man. It's just inspiring, isn't it, man? What a dude he is.
Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make ghosts. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
No people, no profit. Man, just when you think, you know, where can he go? How can he rise further? You know. It's just... I mean, I just think like my love for the guy, you know, my admiration for what he does, the respect that I feel for what he does, the torch that he is bearing and walking that you know, that treacherous path as an independent artist. I cannot put into words how important I think he is for art and for music and for life in the time we're living in and the time we're walking into, you know. And I don't know why I've gone all like politician here with my hands. Look, what's that all about, man? But, geez, man. I mean, I know you all feel the same, you know, and this is why he is so adored. It's inspiring stuff, isn't it? It's inspiring stuff. It's inspiring stuff. It just... I just can't. There's just... You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me, man, and showing me the love and each other love and all that. It's just awesome. I hope you have an awesome week, awesome day, awesome life, you know. Lots of love to you. I'll see you soon.